The journey from Yenice had been going well the past 2 days. The citadel, marking the border between the Republic of Saint Shurule, finally came into view. As the walls drew closer, the emotions in my chest expanded. I broke into a smile. I was home. Shurule was where I'd lived the majority of my second life, even if it had only been at the Maritoni Adventurers Guild and the Healers Guild headquarters in the Holy City. Maybe that was why it felt a little bittersweet. I wasn't worried about Yenice with Galba leading things, but Nalia and the members of the Order of Healing I'd left behind still occupied my mind. Although I'd left a good bit of money there for them, it didn't change the fact that I was pretty much abandoning everyone. Then again, those guys were far more qualified to run things than I was. Holy magic was my specialty. All the same, I hadn't left the City of Freedom without a sense of melancholy. That's it for Yenice. Feels like it went by in a flash. It has been a dizzying few months, Lionel replied with a grin, atop his horse next to me, clad in the new battle armor that Doran had made for him, atop a burly warhorse provided by the Dragonute brothers of the Yenice Adventurers Guild. My bodyguard finally looked the part of a former Imperial general. I'd actually ridden that same horse myself. Well, for a split second before it threw me off. But I didn't like to think about that. I didn't need another reminder that I was fated to never be able to ride a horse other than Forêt Noire. Moving on from that little escapade, the most important thing to happen to me in Yenice was unquestionably meeting Lionel and the others. We wouldn't have been able to earn the people's trust for the Healers Guild, create so many jobs, or make it out unscathed without them. It was fun, though, I said. I never thought I'd be leaving the place with a completely different troop than I arrived with. And I never dreamed I would fight again. Fate is a funny thing. Can't argue with you there. Our mission had only been to fix the local Healers Guild before moving on to the next one. But Yenice hadn't wanted a group of strangers taking over the reins and had asked for Jord's healers to stay. The Order hadn't offered any opinions of their own, but it was obvious that they'd wanted to remain as well. And the only reason I was able to grant them that request was because I had Lionel and co. Wherever our journey took us, I was certain I would need their assistance. Jord had passed the torch willingly, and I would never forget the last thing he told me. You're probably going to find yourself in too deep again one of these days. When that happens, we want to be ready and able to help you. If you ever need us, you know where we'll be. That was when I had realized that, really, they'd wanted to join me. Looking back, I was surprised that I'd never noticed it. The healers had gone along with my brutal training, drank Substance X with me, followed me wherever I went, and supported me. I remembered the tears burning in my eyes, as I'd promised Jord. We'll meet again, and go on another journey one day, together. You make sure you're ready.